Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So UCLA's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all... Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, it makes the play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Washington wants to go quickly. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Trying to run it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal. 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense cashing it in on that drive. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. The short hand, it's Siegel. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really...
He caught it! Touchdown, Bruins! Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Washington.
He'll start this drive firing. Makes the grab on the left. Gets away from one. He's got space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Give to the running back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Quick handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Husky. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups.
There he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him think I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop them before a short gain.
Trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier for that one.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Red pass, it's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The Huskies in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, he figured they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. The running back has it. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The play action fake. Right down the middle. It's caught. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Let's send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Makes the grab down the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
They boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Working the middle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Segal. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's looking deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that.
He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe,
oh, there's an alley to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Washington. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
and that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
He just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make. But I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it. You just trust your guy more than you trust the DB. But it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go-to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Siegel. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Sets up the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the handoff. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and no nonsense. I like it when you get downhill. You know exactly where the sticks are. I'm not trying to get a 20 or 30-yard gain. I got to get that first down. 3rd and 2, I'm going to be physical. Nice job by that running back.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Pryor. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The AT unit on the field. And is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Calls his own number. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Just going to keep it after the snap. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Washington right back to the line.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going forward in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. To the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man, it's Latu. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Missed it, no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Washington, 35. UCLA, 28.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Shotgun snap on third down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
That's when they need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The give from the gun. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I really like what I see from this offense with the lead in the 4th quarter, and they're moving the sticks. This is now the 6th play of the drive, and they've been able to stay on, bleed clock. They want to just continue doing exactly what they're doing right now.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Breaks into the open. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Wide receiver going in motion. The toss sweep to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, Whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They've converted every time on 4th down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Quick release by the QB. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on him.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pryor. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Lost the throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
This is the championship game in the Big Ten Conference. A precious trophy with a long tradition to battle for here, but also a game that's been a launching pad into the college football playoff. Welcome, everyone, to Lucas Oil Stadium, home of the Colts here in Indianapolis, Indiana. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For NCAA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Ohio State's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the ring is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
Finds the man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackled at the 40 and learned a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he's set up with a first down at the 41.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Pass tip to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Tackle is made just a short gain after the completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That completion makes it second and medium. Design quarterback run. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this guy is running hard today, right? I mean, you think about some of the backs that Washington's had. This guy's trying to say, hey, fellas, let me be added to that list of guys like Greg Lewis and Napoleon Kaufman and Chris Polk and Bishop Sankey and Myles Gaston.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
They'll run it here. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. This offense picks up the 1st down. They tackle it at the 44.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for him.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. This is a long march now. Offense getting ready for play number 10. Receiver in motion now. Looks right for a quick completion. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. On 1st down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. They trap him for a sack.
Really love how the defensive coordinator here is able to get that linebacker free and come up with a sack. Think about Washington over the years out in the Pac-10 and now the Pac-12. One thing you can always think about is great linebacker play, great safety play, and an intimidating presence by their defense.
Second and long, backed up to the 8-yard line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Lets it go quickly. He's got a man down the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Important 2nd down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Huskies pick up enough yardage for a 1st down. Hand it off for a draw. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Tight end goes in motion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
The Huskies will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down. Comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looks to the left, and it's complete. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So, Kurt, it's Washington in front. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Washington 7, Ohio State 3.
They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Big screen over the right side. Can they chase him down? Away to the end zone. What a touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield and rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Huskies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. What a catch! Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Siegel. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Second down play coming up. Snags the quick throw. They can't stop him. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes a tackle and picks up nice yards.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looks at the sideline, and it's complete, barely in bounds.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
QB keeper all the way. And out for the first, but still going. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Wide open downfield. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here comes some more big bodies after the defense. On 2nd and goal. They'll give him another chance. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-10 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw here. Caught quickly. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Catch made on the right side. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle made at the 36. It'll be first down. This offense in good position here. The Buckeyes, they got lit up for a first down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Throwing off play action. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 1-yard line. What a play on the completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes will line up here on first down and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Fields it just outside. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have. But you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. He keeps it on a design run. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46. And the Huskies looking to run some tempo here. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The completion sets up a second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep to the right side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Oh, he makes the catch! They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grabbed by the receiver. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just 1 more play. So it's third down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. This will be a 39-yard attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, a Big Ten championship game that's already had its share of stirring moments. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Looking to pass here on second down. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Designed quarterback run. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call. Doesn't work. The Huskies bring their punt team onto the field. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a wide receiver screen. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown, Ohio State. To put them on top now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield. After the 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long to the 17. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this 1st down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years. Way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walk out, and you can take advantage of it.
They bring him down after a short gain there. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Tackled, but 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
All right, Chris, here comes that tempo. Sometimes just getting that 1st down will kick them into that gear.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And then 1st down, they go right back to him. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. No huddle now for the offense.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
Handing off on the draw play. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Big moment here in this championship game. 3rd and short on the 8th play of the drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looks left and finds his target there. And runs out of bounds. That's a big gain in there. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. They call the draw play here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he make it to the marker? They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The Huskies line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Again, nothing on 2nd down, sets up a 3rd and goal from the 2. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So no gain on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Washington. Still no answer for the passing game. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack. Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he was going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Makes a quick catch. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Anytime the offense can have any kind of success stretching the defense horizontally, puts the defense in a really tough spot. They'll have to adjust to these types of motion plays going forward, because the more the offense can stretch you out, the more they can hit those vertical seams.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll throw over the quarterback off the RPO. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
What a ride it's been so far. We're set up for a classic finish to see who's going to claim this conference championship. Let's take one final look at the stats. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter, set to get underway. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Try and muscle for the first down. Well, they bring him down at the 1, but set up now. First and goal from there.
Gutsy call here by this offensive coordinator to keep it on the ground on this third down, but he picks up the first with good hard running from the back.
Quarterback sneak. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start with. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out, and they get a drive going this time. That's a design quarterback keeper. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Here's the second down play. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Maybe he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
The Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a shotgun run call. Has the first down and more. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Buckeyes pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's a jet sweep. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Boy, he was so close to getting to the outside and coming up with some huge yards. But hey, let's give credit to the defense. This receiver is really fast. They were very, very fortunate not to give up a big play.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up 4th down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Anytime you're trailing like this in the 4th quarter, of course you've got to go for it on 4th down, and they get it done to extend the drive.
Play action here on 1st down. The pass rush closing in. Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. And on the carry, he's heading left. Quick juke to get free.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Breaking tackles. Stopped on goal for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Confident play there on 4th and 1. Get behind the big fellas up front. Get a good push. You have to like that call in this part of the field. A punt there doesn't net much of a change in field position. So the right call is made, and you pick up the 1st down.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. He's got it near the end zone.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure a victory.
They'll try inside, but nowhere to go. And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now is do they kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, the defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. QB keeper all the way. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Thrown quickly. Caught in the right flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the 1st down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over time late here in the 4th quarter. Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the 1st down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. But crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. You've seen you're able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. 3rd down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down. And the Huskies will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check it out. He keeps it on the designed run. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Designed quarterback run. They finally corral him at the 1. The player is down injured after that last play. They take a timeout or they check him out. The Huskies will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Washington. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense could not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. The lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner decides to field it. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. So here we go. They need a touchdown. Got a little time to work with. How will they play this situation? Pressure is coming. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing him the game.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. It's almost a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.